So, International Overdose Awareness Day is a global event which is held on the 31st of August of each year. It serves to raise awareness of overdose and to reduce stigma associated with drug-related deaths. It's also a day to remember those lives that were sadly lost to overdose and to acknowledge the grief that family and friends go through. More importantly, it promotes education and action to prevent further overdose deaths. Naloxone is a medication that can rapidly reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. How naloxone works is it basically blocks the effects of opiates on your brain. It also helps by resuming normal breathing due to your breathing may have slowed or even stopped during your overdose, whether that be on heroin or on an opioid prescription medication. Naloxone is simple to use and can be administered by anybody. Here at CGL, we provide training within our services. All you need to do is get in contact with us and we can help to train you on how to administer naloxone. You can also access naloxone through most pharmacies now. We are continuing to train as many pharmacies as we can across Cambridgeshire and even across the UK, as many CGL sites continue their efforts to making naloxone as accessible as they can to anybody. You can also pick up a naloxone kit from any of our sites. We are more than happy to help and if you don't have that training, we're happy to provide that for you. We encourage everybody to carry naloxone because you just never know what situation you might find yourself in. Stigma creates barriers for people seeking help. Many people struggling with addiction are afraid to reach out due to the fear of being judged or shamed. This kind of stigma can prevent people from accessing life-saving services and support. Breaking down stigma is essential as it encourages openness, compassion, and understanding that addiction is a medical condition and not a moral failing.
Basically, my overdose was 3 years ago for mental health and using. Ended up being too much and wanting to take my life. It led to an overdose, which led me to being taken to hospital and referred to CGL. I don't recall much of it, but before it, I was just sick and tired of life and I didn't want to be here anymore. And when I come round in the hospital, I was like, oh fuck, I fucked this up. And that was literally it. Surviving it actually led to me being referred to CGL, which actually got me into recovery. And via accessing CGL, I got the mental health support I needed. I think that's it. The reality is it don't just affect you. I watched my family and that just worry 24/7. Like if they didn't hear from me, like in a space of 24 hours, alarm bells were going and they thought I'd done something silly again or whatnot. So it created a lot of stress for those around me and put those who loved me and cared for me in a really bad situation. First bit of support was obviously accessing CGL groups, which gave me tools to like manage my emotions a little bit better. And then with the help of CGL and the psychologist team, they got me the actual proper mental health services regarding my mental health condition as well. Best thing I can give is just be open and honest, connect with people, and just if you speak about it, it takes power out of it, and letting those know where you're at and don't hide away from it, because addiction is a very lonely place. And if you're not open about it, you're going down a spiral sort of thing.
Thank you for watching the first episode of our series as we explore stigma, recovery, and how we can all do better to help support those in need. Join us in raising awareness and taking action. Learn more about overdose prevention and carry naloxone and be part of the solution. Visit www.changegrowlive.com/Cambridgeshire, where you can find more information on where you can access naloxone and our contact details should you want to get in touch for training. Together we can save lives.